Hello and welcome back to sessions on Amadeus with Travelocademy English. My name is Gaurav Gera, and today we are going to discuss about adding the meals. So we have discussed how to add a wheelchair, how to add bassinet. We discussed the codes. I'll show you the codes once again. HK, KK means confirmed. NOUNUC, US, HX. If you get something like this from the airlines, this means not confirmed. HNNN means request is pending. Wheelchair is something we covered in the previous video. Now let's move to the meals. Now, so the first question is, how do we know that the meal is included or not included in the flights that we have purchased? So to check that, first thing we do is, let's say we have this PNR. We need to see whether we have meals included in this flight and this flight or not. You have any problem in understanding this itinerary, the screen, the flights, the details, I would request you to please go through the previous videos that we have done. Also, if you understand Hindi, you can refer to our Hindi channel, which is Travelocademy, where we have everything in Hindi. Almost every topics which is possible in Amadeus is there, except refunds. That is going to be covered very soon. Otherwise, this is a channel where we will be putting all the information, because we got a lot of comments and things from people around the world that they want to know Amadeus in English. So that's why we have started this channel. I hope this will really help you. On Telegram, we update regularly the questions. We put all the questions daily, at least thrice a week, and you get a chance to answer them and see if your travel knowledge is good enough. Also, we have ITA and other documents, Travelocademy command, and a lot of things that we have put in the Telegram channel. You can refer to that. The link is in the description. And in case you want an online training, online 101 Amadeus training, the number on the screen is where you can call and you can discuss with the counselor, and we can start a session. All right. We have trained a lot of people around the world already. So, in case you want to learn it, we can, because I personally have experienced this thing, that a lot of people who learned Amadeus, and right after that, especially people who are outside India, they started their own travel agency. I would say 90% of them started their own travel agency. Only very few of them, I would say 20-30 people that I've trained were not were into jobs, and they did not start a travel agency, but rest of them they were there to start their travel agency. So if you are planning to do that, this is going to be a good place to start. Now, if you want to check whether meals are included in this or not, first thing we do is we see which class are we booked in. We booked in Y class, and let's see if meals are included in this or not. So what we do is we see segment number 2. So DO2 is what we check, and now we see if meals are included in this. Why we did DO2 is because we want to get more information about this segment. So DO2, and now we move down. It says if you have classes like J, C, D, I, Z, and so on, and YB, then you get B and S. B and S basically means breakfast and snacks. How do I know this? I'll show you on through a command. You can understand what does this mean. But it says if you have any of these classes, breakfast and snacks are included in this. The same way, if you have any of these seats, you have breakfast and snacks, and X and G also has breakfast and snacks. What class are we booked in? We are booked in Yankee. Yeah, when we move down, you see Yankee is here. Here is Yankee. So this is breakfast and sugar. Snacks. I'm sorry. Breakfast and snacks are included in your meal if you have a Yankee class. Now, what is there in breakfast and snacks? That is something we cannot find from here. But yes, you can find some more information, like the terminal number it is departing from, it is arriving at, the time, the duration that the flight is having, 9 hours and 40 minutes. Equipment 350, if you remember, is Airbus, and so on. So let's move to the next thing. Let's move to how do we know what are the meal status? So first of all, I'll tell you how do I know that this B means breakfast and S means snacks. What we do is we take help from Amadeus. We do HE meal and we press enter. We have MS22, MS64. There are two options that we have received from Amadeus. What we do is we type in MS64 first. MS64 says meal codes in flight information, and meal code in SSR is MS22. The meal that we are going to be assigning is meal code in SSR. However, meal code in flight information is what is going to give you the information of what is B, what is L, what is D. If you find something like this, what exactly does it mean? So what we do is we type in MS64 and we press enter. Now you see B means breakfast, K means continental breakfast, and then you have lunch, L, dinner, D, and so on. The same way, if you see, we move down, and now it says V means refreshments for purchase, food and beverages for purchase is G. So this is what we have here. Let us see the codes of the meal. This was the meal type. Are you getting lunch, or are you getting dinner, or are you getting just snacks? But now let's say if you want to know about the meal codes, what meals can be assigned. In this case, we do HE meal again, and this time we do not type in MS64, rather we go with MS22. So we type in MS22 and enter. Here we have AVML, means vegetarian Hindu meal. There are chances that this flight would have a vegetarian Hindu meal, because if you see, the flight is going from Delhi to Paris, and that means it is going out of India and coming back to India. And if it is going from India, this means that there are high chances that the meals which are consumed in India would be available in this flight. Although it is Air France, but they also know that they're coming from India, so there will be a lot of vegetarian Hindus on the flight. So let's add that meal. But the same airline, if they're going from, let's say, Sydney to Paris, they would not have a vegetarian Hindu meal, because that's where they do not expect a lot of Indians to be traveling on the flights. Now, the same way you have baby meal, which is BBML. This is for the infants who are below the age of 2. Bland meal doesn't have, I guess, salt and spices. And then you have child meal, chicken meal. Diabetic meal is DBML. Fruit platter is where you get fruit. Now, this doesn't mean that all these meals are available. These are just a common, I would say, codes that Amadeus shows you. We will choose one out of these, and then we will request, and then see what reply do we get from the airlines, whether it is confirmed. If it is confirmed, then this HKKK. Not confirmed, then these. And if it is pending, then this. This is the message that comes from the airlines. This is HNML, Hindu non-veg meal. This is gluten intolerant meal. KSML is kosher meal, which is, I think, for the Jews, and so on. If you can move down, you can see more information. Let's say passenger needs a non-vegetarian Hindu meal. So let's do this. Let's type in RT. SR, the code remains the same. If you remember, if you've seen the previous two videos, you would know for bassinet we have SRBSCT, for wheelchair we have SRWCHR, and for meals also we have SR, and then we type in the meal code. We wanted Hindu non-veg meal, which is HNML. So let's type in HNML and see if that is available. If you have if you want to add it for a specific passenger, you do /passenger1 or passenger2. You want to add it for a specific segment. In here we have only one passenger and two segments. We could just do segment 3 only. For, let's say the passenger wants Hindu non-veg meal, passenger for segment number 2 only. I'm not putting P1 because there is only one passenger, so it will automatically take it for this passenger, and we press enter. Now let's see line number 11. It says it is HK, and if you go back to the page that I showed you, HK means confirmed, which means for segment number 2, Hindu non-vegetarian meal is confirmed for this passenger. Now let's add vegetarian vegan meal for the flight coming back. We do HE meal, we do MS22 again, and then we see vegetarian vegan meal is somewhere here. it is VGML. So let's add VGML. The command is SR, then we do VGML / segment number 3 this time, because we already assigned it for segment number 2, and enter. Here you see vegetarian vegan meal is also confirmed. So Air France has a lot of flights in here, has a lot of meals in here. So that is why, you know, we are getting all the meals confirmed. Now to make sure that it stays in the PNR, we do RF, ER and ER. Also, if you want, you can add a special meal, which is through SR, SPML, and then you put a hyphen, and you can just type in whatever you want. Let's say somebody wants a French fries. So you can type in this and you can press enter. Although, you know, we have already requested for a meal, so it is not accepting this SSR. But then if you have a specific meal request from the passenger, this is how you can put in SR, SPML hyphen the meal type. That's what we have in here. I hope you understood the whole concept. In case you have any question, you can ask. You're coming here for the first time, you know, please subscribe the channel. That really motivates us. And do join the Telegram channel, which is the link is in the description. And also you can subscribe to our Travelocademy channel. If you understand Hindi, that is where you can learn a lot of things. Over here we will be adding more videos. Also, you know, the number on the screen, you can call this number, get more information about the course that we have, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.